What is up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are talking about next generation gaming and the PC. So, I've been PC gaming for a few months now, and I've been doing a lot more of that than I have of console. And, you know, there's been some reasons for it. PC gaming has better games at this point, as far as I'm concerned, than the console. Playing Battlefield 64 players or 32 players is so much more enjoyable for me personally than the console 24 players, and I've been saying this for years about Battlefield on console. But having said that, I am getting ready to switch from PC back to console. And I know that that is going to sound like blasphemy to a lot of PC gamers, but let me explain to you why, or what benefits I see in the console over PC gaming. But first, let me start out with talking about PC. I've seen a lot of people saying that they're not going to go with a next generation console, they're going to go with a PC instead. Let me be clear, you cannot go wrong with PC gaming. You are going to get an excellent experience, and I think it's going to be great for anybody who wants to do that. You want the best resolutions, the best graphics. You know, the consoles are just now catching up to the PC graphics. PC graphics have been, I guess, quote, next gen for a while, so the consoles are just catching up. The PC also has other benefits. I think you get more for your money. You can find a lot better sales on the PC games. You also have access to mods and things that are not on a lot of console games. You also have the power to upgrade and tweak and fine-tune every element of your PC. And then let's not forget that the PC also does a lot more than just gaming, so it's a lot more flexible. Anything that you want to do, you'll be able to do with the PC and enjoy it. Having said that though, I've been PC gaming for the last few months, and you know, I started out as a PC gamer originally years and years and years ago, and then I went to console, and then I went back to PC right now, and then now I'm planning on going back to console, and here's why. So a lot of it actually has to do with Battlefield 4, and it's not just Battlefield 4, but I'll use it because it's a great example. So for the past few weeks, ever since the beta first came out, there have been a lot of issues with PC, and it's because everybody's PC is different, it's configured different. So for some people, they got the game to work. For some people, it's not working just so great. Now me personally, I finally have the game working pretty solidly, and I love it. But that doesn't, you know, take away any of the problems that I had early on, because early on I was trying to figure out, do I download the newest drivers? I downloaded those. Those didn't work. My game almost completely broke at that point. Then I was trying to revert back to older drivers, and I couldn't find the right one. Finally, I got a hold of a drivers that was several weeks old. I never have updated my drivers ever since then, so I've got my system running smooth. But on console, that would be a problem I would never have. You never have that problem of trying to download the right driver for the console, because they're all uniform, so the developers know exactly what to do in order to make the game work. Another thing about the PC is that there's so many different little sections. So you got Steam, and you got Origin, and you got Uplay, and you got all these different places that you're going to have to go make accounts if you want to play those particular games. Or if you want to talk to friends, that means now you have separate friends lists because you have all these different platforms like Steam and Uplay, etc. You also have to figure out, are you going to talk in-game with voice over IP or TeamSpeak or Skype or something else? So there's all these different variables. So PC, some people will look at that and say that is a positive. Some people say options are a great thing, and yes, it is. Usually in my life, options I'll go with every single time. But in this particular instance, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my gaming platform goes, I would rather everything be condensed and right there, easy for me to access. So I just power on my console. I've got my friends list all right there. Even if they're playing different games by different publishers, I can still talk to them across game. I don't have to worry about what voice settings they're using. I don't have to worry about a game being incompatible. I don't have to worry about disabling my antivirus or making sure that Arrow turns off whenever I start the game. And I also don't have to worry about people using different hardware as me. So for me, I like the controller. I'm sorry. I mean, I can obviously use the mouse. I'm okay with PC gaming as far as that's concerned, but I use a computer all day long, so I love the controller. And I do have a controller plugged up to my PC, but it is not the same. It's just not the same experience, nowhere even close to it. Now, I do like flying vehicles in Battlefield 4. Maybe I don't have it exactly configured right, maybe I didn't buy the right controller, but it's never felt like the same experience that I get on consoles when everybody else is using a controller. So even though I could probably take the time and, you know, run wires to my TV and run it out there and have a keyboard and everything set up so I could sit on my couch and just relax and play a PC game through my TV, it's just not near as convenient as just being able to push the power button, grab your controller, sit down, start playing, and be able to relax. And that's what I'm looking for whenever I game. And it is completely, again, like with so many of these things that I talk about, it's personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. That's what I'm looking for in a gaming platform. I'm looking for something that's convenient, that's easy to use, and not too complicated. And the original reason why I left console to go to PC was because, like, 64 players, 32 players, you couldn't get that experience on the current gen consoles. And for me, the game experience itself is a lot better, you know, whenever you start talking about, especially in Battlefield 4, that type of scenario. But now that the new generation of consoles are going to be able to give the same experience, at least this type of experience, on my console, that's what I'm looking for. But like I said, I do want to stress, if you do go with PC gaming, that's where you're going to get the best graphics, that's where you're going to get the most options. I compare it, you know, consoles is kind of like a stock car that's default. It's got some decent settings, it'll get you to where you need to go, and it'll do it good. But the PC, it's kind of like a sports car that you can fine tune, you can literally do everything with it. So it's just all about what you are looking for. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. Post below, am I crazy for dropping all this gorgeous resolution to go back down to the inferior console? Post below, I want to know. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.